Fresno's Billy Evangelista puts his undefeated record on the line against the always game Waachiim Spiritwolf in a 165-pound catchweight affair.
The reason I'm going to be victorious tonight is, I believe I have more heart and I'm just tough. I'm a tough fighter. I've been fighting, fantastic fighters since I first started. I don't know what an easy fight is, so I'm used to fighting the hometown hero. And, I've never lost an undefeated fighter, and I look forward to continuing that streak tonight.
I'm going to beat Waachiim because, one, I'm a local boy from here from Fresno, and there's something in the water here. So, I got that strength over Waachiim. Second, I work really hard and throughout the summer, just trying to improve myself, and I think that I have what it takes to beat Waachiim.
You look at Spiritwolf, he's 4 years older. He's got a lot more experience for a lot of years. He's 2 pounds heavier at weigh-in time, but he's definitely the bigger of the two. 2-inch reach advantage. Spiritwolf wants to use that because this boy throws heavy leather.
This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Our referee in charge, Dan Stell.
This fight.
165-pound catchweight contest. Round 1 underway. Billy Evangelista in the red gloves. Waachiim Spiritwolf in the dark-colored gloves with the blue. And Evangelista immediately gets tagged by Spiritwolf, and he is down, and Spiritwolf immediately going to the ground. Wow.
This thing you got to be careful of with the guy with heavy leather at the beginning of the fight. That's when they can really, really hurt you.
Especially a bigger man that's been fighting bigger fighters his whole career.
Evangelista given an opportunity now here to shake out the cobwebs, but an aggressive Waachiim Spiritwolf looking to stick into the guillotine. There's some piston-like left hands as Evangelista momentarily got back up to his feet. Waachiim Spiritwolf working the whizzer, and Evangelista pins him up along the fence. Evangelista, former member of the U.S. Army, the Airborne Infantry Unit in Alaska, and we want to welcome all the troops watching on American Forces Network here tonight. Thank you for all that you do.
And Evangelista under heavy fire already, but it's Spiritwolf that's going for the takedown and gets it.
Nice single leg, ran the pipe, put him right on his rear end. Needs to move to the side and avoid the key lock that Evangelista's working for.
Spiritwolf now has Evangelista's back. Wow, nice takedown. Waist lock, takedown by Spiritwolf. And he is off to a tremendous start here tonight. Told us during the fighter meetings in which he talked faster than yours truly, if you can believe it, that he's here to put on a show. He wants to spoil the party, and so far so good, doing a very great job here in this opening round.
He's got a huge opportunity to eclipse those 6 losses on his career, which are very deceptive indeed.
And the crowd now trying to rally Billy Evangelista with chants of Billy. And you have to wonder, Pat, almost a year off, dealt with the groin injury.
Takes a while. He's had a slow start, but I tell you what he's doing right is he keeps getting up and making Spiritwolf take him back down. That could pay dividends later on. Spiritwolf could get very tired from hitting those takedowns.
And Stephen, it doesn't help the fact that Spiritwolf is landing those power strikes and getting some thunderous takedowns early in this round. And here he's looking for another one.
Yeah, Spiritwolf, if they break more and get some distance, I think Spiritwolf is going to do better work than staying here in the clinch.
Just midway point of the opening stanza. Evangelista now delivered a short knee, has Spiritwolf along the fence. Spiritwolf quickly turns the tables.
Notice how he moved his feet. He didn't horse Billy around. He moved his feet and changed position with him. That's the way you're supposed to do that.
I think you hit on something earlier, Pat, that it's going to take a lot of energy to get those takedowns of Billy, and later on in the fight, that's going to be a problem for the cardio.
Billy Evangelista catches Spiritwolf with an uppercut. Evangelista with the white and red fight shorts, red gloves. Spiritwolf staying in the pocket, body kick. And Evangelista smiling, saying, you want to fight? You're going to get a fight.
Nice knee.
That was a nice short knee right to the dome.
And Evangelista goes for the standing guillotine choke on Waachiim Spiritwolf after nailing him with a knee right to the cranium. But one can
most of the time you're going to get a takedown there. That showed Billy Evangelista has great hips.
Spiritwolf was attempting to drop level. The underhooks by Evangelista thwarting that attempt.
And also landing that nice sneaky right knee to the ribs as well.
Final 60 seconds. A grueling, hard-hitting, close encounter here between Evangelista and Spiritwolf. And usually when the action is along the cage, it's not all that exciting. These two are definitely showing that it can be exciting.
Absolutely. They are fighting for position tooth and nail. And I tell you what, I can tell Spiritwolf's starting to get tired. Evangelista's scrappiness is paying off.
Spiritwolf swinging for the fences. Evangelista again with the underhook. Catches him with the uppercut. Distance. Overhand right counter. Right from Evangelista. Elbow to the forehead of Spiritwolf. And Spiritwolf feeds Evangelista with a couple of uppercuts. Exciting action here in round one.
Evangelista wants that right elbow to land, man.
The final 10 seconds of what has been a very spirited affair between Billy Evangelista and Waachiim Spiritwolf. Let's hope for the same in round number 2.
Here right at the start of the fight, you got to be careful with the guy with power, and he showed it. Dropping Billy Evangelista with that left hook. You got to be careful with power punchers in the beginning of a fight. Here's a big belly to back, brings him up and over, dumps Billy down on his face. Showing a lot of power there early on, showing that he is the bigger, stronger guy of the two, at least early on in this fight. Beautiful job of putting Billy back down there. Billy Evangelista now covering up, coming back with the right hand, and then here you go, take that elbow, bud. Tried to land it again. Billy wants that elbow. He knows it's there.
Round 2 underway. Coach, what do you think of the opening 5 minutes and how you scored it?
Very possibly a 10-10, though, even with the knockdown.
Yeah. And there, Evangelista drops down, immediately pops back up as Spiritwolf pins him along the fence. But you're right, a very exciting opening 5 minutes. We saw the knockdown by Spiritwolf, the belly-to-back takedown, and there's another takedown by Spiritwolf.
Fresh at the beginning of the second round, it looks like. We'll see how long he holds his endurance here.
Or if he can hold Billy down, then he's going for a guillotine, but Billy's going to pop out of that.
And Spiritwolf redefines the word aggressive. He said he wanted to dictate the pace of the fight, but now having to fight for position underneath Billy Evangelista.
Spiritwolf posturing back up, wall walking, but Billy is really trying to prevent it, but Spiritwolf gets back up.
And an educated crowd here in Fresno calling for the knee. Evangelista delivered it to the solar plexus of Waachiim Spiritwolf, and again looking to knock the air out of his opponent. An interesting stat that Spiritwolf told us, Pat, and it raised our eyebrows. Spiritwolf has never worn hand wraps in his fights. He says hand wraps are the leading cause of hand injuries.
Well, I don't know about that, but I tell you what, the kid must have bricks for fists because he's never had a hand injury without wraps on. That's astonishing to me.
Evangelista working on the right arm now, looking for perhaps a Kimura. Now drops down to the mat. Spiritwolf pops back up, but it's Evangelista that again looking for the knee. High head kick. Straight right from Spiritwolf. His hands are down.
Both these gentlemen definitely came to fight here.
Well, now Evangelista looks fresh. He's coming forward.
Uppercut from the clinch by Spiritwolf. Evangelista was looking for the double collar tie. The tie plumb, but it was Spiritwolf that took advantage of the position. And he's been able to do that on occasion here in this fight. Sneak in that right uppercut.
Yeah, I think Evangelista might have been a little more off balance than anything there. I don't know if he got rocked.
Evangelista's got to always watch out for that left hook.
Evangelista shoots in. Spiritwolf, the bigger of the two athletes, able to thwart that takedown attempt. Running out of real estate was Evangelista. Now finds himself with his back pinned to the cage. Back and forth action here in this 165-pound catchweight affair between Billy Evangelista, wearing the red gloves.
Got the hands locked. Yep. Good job getting the takedown.
The takedown.
I'm impressed with Spiritwolf overall. I'm surprised that he doesn't have the distance to use his boxing, but he's doing a really good job with the wrestling and the clinch work. Maybe he's trying to prove a point here.
Tell you what, though, Evangelista's tough to hold down. That's obvious. Right. He's coming up. Now he's bringing the knees.
The knees from Evangelista, working the tie plumb, but again getting fed a steady diet of those short right uppercuts from Spiritwolf, who looks to be now fading. He could be hurt. He is just looking to let everything out of his arsenal. And I think Evangelista makes sense that
is the smart thing to do here.
I don't know if Spiritwolf sandbagging a little bit here and there, acting like he's hurt periodically. You know he's tired.
Well, they've gone at it, man, like you've said, tooth and nail from the opening, and he's got a lot of muscle. And again, let's not forget, cutting weight, he was actually a little over the catch weight of 165 pounds. So having problems making even that.
Yeah, psychologically, when you don't make weight, when you're somebody's opponent and they can't make weight, you kind of have the edge on them psychologically. They didn't work the weight off.
The story of this fight, the right uppercuts and the takedowns of Spiritwolf, the tie clinch and the knee strikes of Billy Evangelista.
Yeah, and the get backs up by Billy Evangelista.
Evangelista needs to remember, when he has that tie clinch, he's got to keep his elbows together so the uppercuts can't get in.
Target practice now for Evangelista. Spiritwolf misses with the right, but Evangelista, look at him, calm, cool, collected. Nice kick there by Spiritwolf. Man, this guy does not let you reset, does not let you take a breather, and there they go.
This is just a war right here.
You want action? This is the kind of action that you'll get here. These hungry athletes looking to move up the ladder of success in Strikeforce. This is Strikeforce Challengers. Final 10 seconds of another action-packed middle stanza. And will Spiritwolf get the takedown? Manages to do so. Evangelista pops up to his feet. We're headed to the final round. Wow.
These guys are certainly going at it here. You can see Evangelista's wanting to work for that key lock, couldn't get it. Once a guy locks his hands, like I say, when you're up against the cage, can't use your hips, and he got the takedown. Evangelista going for that half guard sweep initially, then switched gears and went the other direction. Was really in no danger of being choked there either. He did a good job of hand control, keeping his head tucked. Evangelista's been looking for those elbows the whole fight. There's a big elbow hit right behind the ear. Hey, if you turn your head and you take something, that's your fault. It's on you. Big punches, big exchanges in this. There's the uppercut by Evangelista.
You know, we talk about inside the NFL on Showtime. It was interesting that Waachiim Spiritwolf told us that MMA is a lot more like the NFL than boxing because of the parity, because of the records. Take his, for example, 8-6-1, and yet look at the fight he's giving Billy Evangelista, who is undefeated at 10-0 with 1 no contest. And the question arises again. How do you have it after 2 rounds, Fight Professor?
Oh, these rounds are getting really close. I have to say the takedowns versus the strikes, and I got to go with the strikes in this one. Evangelista outstruck.
Just like he's doing, just like he's doing right now in the early going of round 3. Milicic, how do you have it after 2?
Oh, that
I have Evangelista up, possibly first round to draw, but he won the second round, and he's definitely looking good in the third here.
This fight's going to come down to cardio. And it looks like Billy is going to win on that.
And a man who once jumped out of airplanes and walked through snow with 100 pounds of equipment, while a member of the U.S. Army is striking with military precision thus far in this fight. We're talking about Billy Evangelista, but what a battle Waachiim Spiritwolf is providing.
Nice knee by Spiritwolf there when they broke free.
Oh, what's this?
Switch kick there. Now picking off. Spiritwolf is Evangelista. Spiritwolf goes downstairs. But there's no quit in Spiritwolf.
Evangelista waving him on, like, come on, let's do this. Let's duke it out.
Yeah, Billy's starting to feel good now.
Oh, and he gets caught with that left hand. Head kick catches Spiritwolf. He's wibbling and wobbling, but he's not going down. And Evangelista, are you content with the way he is methodically picking him apart, or do you feel he should go in for the kill pack?
No, he's being smart. He really is. He's picking him apart. That's what I mean, he's obviously a well-trained fighter. He's a smart kid. He knows this kid is still dangerous.
The crowd erupting as their hometown hero, Billy Evangelista, begins to mark up the face of Waachiim Spiritwolf. But how can you not appreciate the efforts of Spiritwolf, 34 years of age?
He's really making this fight, and it's becoming a clinic now for Evangelista. Spirit Wolf is just sending one shot every once in a while, where Evangelista is starting to put things together with kicks as well.
And Pat, this being the third round, there's a Superman punch by Evangelista. You don't want to leave it to the judges, no matter what we are seeing. So don't you think there should be a little more intensity? Maybe starting to put those combinations together even more, knowing.
Well, sure, but you've got a guy that's tired and he's hurt, and you know he's got power. So letting that goes in a fight. Spirit Wolf is a dangerous guy. He's still throwing bombs, so you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Self-preservation does come into play a little bit when you're dealing with a guy that throws bombs like he does.
I guess it's just sad to say that in the current state of MMA judging that you would even, consider that. There's a left hand by Spirit Wolf, but he gets tagged repeatedly by Evangelista.
Evangelista landed another left roundhouse kick upside the head of Spirit Wolf, and Spirit Wolf didn't even blink.
While Evangelista throwing with military precision, Spirit Wolf looks like, he just is trying to land that Hail Mary now, dropping a level. Hammer fist to the side of the head by Evangelista again, going for that key lock.
Yeah, he might be throwing military precision punches, but I think Spirit Wolf's jaw's built like a bunker.
It's going to be hard for Spirit Wolf to hit this takedown because his energy is fading.
Final 55 seconds. Another knee strike from Evangelista. Spirit Wolf comes back with a knee of his own. Uppercut, wild left. Evangelista backs up, resets, has his hands high. Evangelista with the head kick, but he gets tagged again. Waachiim Spiritwolf. Unbelievable heart. Evangelista throwing everything at Waachiim Spiritwolf, and Spiritwolf continues to come back on pure instinct alone.
They're going at it.
This is what MMA is all about. Fresno is in a frenzy.
I think we've got our Jake LaMotta of MMA.
Good rock.
What a Wolf takes Evangelista down. What a three-round war.
These guys were going at it. It's one of the best rounds I've seen in a long time. Billy Evangelista combo, and then comes with the head kick. I tell you what, that was a close to landing that kick. But Spirit Wolf saved himself, got his hand up just in time. Here's the big Superman punch. Blocked again, but it was nice style points on that one. Evangelista staying on the prowl. Here comes the big head kick. Spirit Wolf ducked right into that one. It shows how good of a chin he's got because he ducked in and chewed on his shin bone. Evangelista there with the combo, barely missing that kick. Might have caught him a little bit, but at least he was mixing his punches and kicks together. Shows an experienced fighter there, a well-seasoned. Going at it, this is why you got to be careful going at it with tough guys. You got caught with the left hook, got stumbled there right at the end of the fight. Got to be careful with guys with power.
And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 complete rounds, we go to the scorecard where all 3 judges scored about the same for the winner by unanimous decision. The still undefeated Billy Evangelista.
Fresno, California. I think you guys got to give a big round of applause to not only your local favorite, the victorious Billy Evangelista, but what about Waachiim Spiritwolf? Wow, Billy. It's been almost a year since you've been in this cage, my friend, and I can't imagine a fight going any better in terms of action. The crowd here was in a frenzy. What did you think of your performance, and what do you think of your opponent?
First of all, my opponent, man, tough guy, came out strong. As far as the fight, I wanted to make it exciting for everybody. I stayed in and banged a little bit, just show everybody, I can do this. And, just thanks everybody for supporting everybody here in Fresno. And, everybody from my hometown, Parlier, thank you very much.
Billy, you're now undefeated at 11-0 with 1 no contest. Would you like that rematch with Mike Ina? Because a lot of us think you're ready to move up to the big shows as well here in Strikeforce in a stacked lightweight division.
If the fight with Mike Ina happened, you know, then I'll take it. But if it doesn't, I'm content with.
Who are in your sights?
Me and KJ Noon was supposed to happen in Miami. So, you know, I think that should happen next.
You guys, one more time, a tremendous fight. Let's hear it for your winner,